This week 9 recap and Monday Night Football props edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
Hey, this is Brandon Lang. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Over.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man. San Diego Superchargers.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stuck in the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
What a day! My God.
What a day! Oh man.
I don't want to start with the negative, but we had a rare bad session at the craps table.
Yes.
In beautiful Las Vegas at the Circa, and not at the least concerned about that right now as we sit here.
No, there was, and again, hopefully you tuned into the pregame show. Hopefully you tuned into the VSiN show. Hopefully you're a member of Patreon where we give out the write down all the picks in case you missed it. But on the VSiN show, and I reminded people on the pregame show as well, I pushed in on the Close Your Eyes specials. I did a four leg round robin money line parlay, including the Vikings on the money line, the Panthers on the money line, and the Atlanta Falcons on the money line. So obviously, if I would have went 3-0, that would have paid out 16,000. Didn't quite get there, but still cashed. I think 3,100 just off the Panthers and Vikings, and of course the Falcons losing by 1 point. That was brutal, but obviously that was a huge swing financially, and yeah, just a smash opportunity.
Very nice. Yeah, tailed that concept, and just also for whatever reason, maybe it was I had some sort of feeling from a greater power, Sean, as I have been attending the Close Your Eyes special church for a while now, but I decided to shove on them as well. All early games too, which kind of settled the slate. So far, I mean, Close Your Eyes specials plus my locks and dog. I'm at 5-1. Arizona still pending. Arizona money line.
Yeah, I didn't even do that good on my locks
for a moment. Almost at the window, almost took the Jags money line. But it was a little too expensive. Price sensitivity kicks me in the nuts. End up losing that one, but man.
Well, and the game, and we'll get to it. I think, at least from a gambling point of view, the game of the day was that Chicago Cincinnati game, and that was huge for me because one of my other plays that I gave out was Colston Loveland, 2 touchdowns. When I gave it out, it was like 25-1, but yeah, I ended up getting a 30-1 over. I think ESPN Bet has some good TD pricing, and 30-1, Ryan. That was, and cashing that, and the Bears laying the 2.5 on the same play. That was just, I mean, that was a Sunday swing if I've ever seen one.
A lot of people have asked how do they watch the VSiN show?
Great question.
Oh, did you want to answer? You want me to take it?
Oh, I thought you were going to explain it.
I can explain it.
Sure.
Sirius channel 158.
Yes.
YouTube TV.
Yes.
VSiN Watch app.
Yep.
Which the app
VSiN.com too.
If you don't have it, that's probably your best option. Like if you don't have it on YouTube TV or you don't have Sirius.
Yeah. Good. All good options. And again, Ryan, we ran into a and I apologize. I never remember anyone's name that we meet because a lot of times it's after the show and I've already started having a couple cocktails. But I feel like we met like 5-6 guys. There was the one guy from Florida who was cracking me up. He was hammered. It was great. Well, first off, he was like, I told my dad that I'm betting on Rice money line because you guys told the sports gambling podcast is on. Unfortunately, Rice got annihilated.
Also, he kept saying the Kansas State game.
Yeah, Kansas State game.
Spot.
Well, that was. Well, just Colby was on that. We were actually on the opposite side of that.
I was just kind of agreeing with it.
But then it was great because we must have done like the handshake bro hug like 10 times in a row. It was awesome. The guy was super fun. Another couple from Iowa, I think, said what's up.
Yep. While we were playing craps.
Yeah, another couple other people. So it was awesome. Always enjoy saying hi to people. Come out if you're in Vegas. Come say hi at the Circa. Show gets out at 10 o'clock and then we're floating around.
Had a rendezvous by the slot machine.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know. It's like one of those bingo cards, you know?
Yes.
Maybe you hang out with us at the craps table. Maybe you hang out with us at the slot machine. Maybe you bumped into us at Legacy Club.
And Olan in the chat pointing out, you can also listen to the show on Spotify. Yeah. If you look up the VSiN podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, you can also check out sports gambling podcasts over there. So
yeah, it's called VSiN Best Bets.
VSiN Best Bets,
and they put it out in hourly segments. So
yeah, so fun times, great hits, great cashes, just a great Sunday. Kramer, anything you can do? We do have the Discord line open. I'm being told people cannot hear on the Discord.
Really? I got a thumbs up at the beginning. We've been having hilarious issues.
Yes.
For what everyone, if everyone wants to understand what happens here, I now unplug and plug in the device.
Yeah. Something, and we're basically running it off of Ryan's phone. It seems like we're the only people who take advantage of doing some live call in action.
Yeah, I don't know. We at some point we might have to punt and just go back to Spaces.
Yeah.
Or go old school and just get a phone number.
Just give out Ryan's phone number.
Well, maybe not my phone number.
Well, we can get one of those
add
Google
a different phone number on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah. One of those Google numbers that have the fake and let's just start breaking down this game. Was the first game of the slate on our sheet. Chicago Bears get the win and the cover 47-42, cashing my lock. Never in doubt. When they were up, was it like 14 points? I go, okay, this one's good. And then 14 points.
Explain the sweat. So we were watching
with the Bears
game
fan.
with the Bears fan.
Yes.
And explain the sweatshirt phenomenon.
Okay. So he was wearing a Bears shirt and he's like, it was like a back and forth game. He felt like they were blowing it. He goes, I came over here with only my Bears shirt. I want to cover it up for Juju because they suck. So I gave him a Degens only hoodie from the store, Under Armour. Very nice sweatshirt. Promo code Degens, get you a little discount there. And all of a sudden things are turning around.
Turning around.
And then at some point they were up 14. They intercepted that pass. They returned it all the way for the touchdown. And then, oh no. Turns out he was, the offensive guy grazed him as he was
Pause.
falling.
I had Chicago defense
Right.
anytime touchdown. My God.
So they bring it all the way back, and then the Bears go 3 and out, and then what was it? 50 seconds they get 15 points. They recover the onside kick. Once they recover the onside kick, it was, oh my God, they are in trouble. Oh my God. And it was just game on after that. They drive down, they get the touchdown, they go up, and he was so mad that they went for 2 down 14. And then Ryan was explaining to him, well, the analytics say it's actually the good move. He's
it
like,
played out in real time.
Yeah. Cause then because it was 35-41.
Now you win with an extra point.
And they kick the extra point. They go up 42-41. But then the Bears had 2 timeouts, I think, and a bunch of time and a chance to drive down. But then in my head, I go, oh fuck, they're gonna kick the field goal and win 44-42. And then I wasted all my Sunday morning cheering for this lousy ass Bears team that just would fuck up a wet dream.
And
then Colston, Loveland. It was just such a beautiful, and Caleb Williams, man, I don't know what it is. He has some moments where you're like, holy shit, that is a cannon.
Cause he has, I would say if we were doing like a throwing contest of the starting quarterbacks, he might have the heart. Like if you're trying to hit a miles per hour on a gun, Caleb Williams might be the chalk in that kind of competition. Because when he wants to fire a fucking football,
he had I think it was to DJ Moore down the sideline, like had a nice touch on his pass. He'll have some really nice throws, but then it's a lot of like running around in the backfield, making his job probably way harder than it has to be, not staying within structure.
Quick update. 2024 draft class. Caleb back to number 1. Is he behind Drake May at number 2?
Not
Jaden
a good
Daniels
Drake May.
put off to the side for a little bit.
I don't know what to make of this draft class. I mean, Drake May probably number 1 right now, but
Caleb Williams catching up.
To me, I would still give it to Jaden. If you win playoff games, you win playoff games in double digits. Okay. You have my hat tip of respect.
Yeah. Okay.
But again,
and he's not playing the rest of the season, so he can't go back.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird lost season for this Commanders team. But getting back to the Bengals, Colston Loveland catches the ball, and then the safety hits him, pushes him back, and then the cornerback who would have tackled him, like, because he gets hit back, then the cornerback misses him, and then he's just running for the end zone. I'm like, get in there, motherfucker! 2 touchdowns and the 2.5. It was beautiful.
I mean,
but there was also. He put the hoodie back on. He had taken it off and then put it back on.
So he took it off. The Bengals go on that crazy spurt.
Yeah.
He then puts it back on. Colston Loveland scores a touchdown. It was one of the greater bits of fan sorcery I've ever seen.
It was beautiful. And Ryan, I know everyone is tracking the most passing yards in the AFC North, and again, I was part of the reason I liked the Bears was I thought, Flacco and that sore shoulder
didn't matter.
Well, it kind of did. He didn't play great early, but then how many passing yards do you think Joe Flacco threw?
3 something, 4 something,
470. Now that would have been an awesome same game parlay. Joe Flacco 470 passing yards, and the Bears covered the 2.5.
What? All right, so that bet the bet you have is Flacco most passing yards in the division 30-1, 40-1.
AFC North. I got to double check. Oh man, I think it's to win a couple grand. So, and I didn't put a ton on it.
So maybe like something like less than 50 to win.
50. If I had to guess, it'd be like 50 at 40-1, something like that.
Okay,
we'll see. I got to dig it up.
Barring injury. Or Joe Burrow returning.
Well, yeah, who knows? And I mean, Joe Flacco has to finish the season. Joe Burrow has to not come back for the season. Although this is probably a great outcome where do you bring Joe Flacco back if you're not really in the playoff mix? The problem is they almost have to be eliminated because if Joe Burrow could do it, they would certainly probably bring him back. If
they're making a backdoor run at the wild card with Joe Flacco,
do they bring in Joe Burrow? It's gonna be interesting to see. Certainly an unbelievable game. Ryan, let's try
what have you looked at the stats?
No.
Do you want to know
who's in second behind Joe Flacco?
So as a reference point, Joe Flacco is 18th in the NFL.
Really?
Yes. In passing yards, and he is leading his division.
He's obviously missed some games.
Well, yes. So after him, Aaron Rodgers. So he has 1599. Aaron Rodgers, shockingly, 1489.
So he's hanging around.
So in the mix, and
that includes today's game.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. And then correct, Lamar's in third.
Lamar is at 1073. In some ways, Lamar's almost not. Like he's so far behind, it would only take an injury to get him back in the mix.
Wild.
And then Jake Browning actually has more yards than Dylan Gabriel.
Okay.
Who has 757.
Ryan, before we move on, let's try and I will bring on our buddy Olan, who is a Bears super fan.
Well, he's probably happy.
Oh man, I can only imagine. Oh, here he is. What's up, Olan?
All right.
How about those?
Right, boys, we got. No, sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
No,
brother.
you're good. You're good. I was just gonna say, how about those Bears, man?
That is a game that the Bears of 2 or 3 years ago would not win.
It's true.
That was a win. All right, so I got to run through a bunch of stuff because I was able to call last week. Number one, if y'all ain't listening to the Beeson Show, you're missing the fuck out. My biggest win last week was Troy Franklin 2 touchdowns. Thank you very much, Kramer.
Yes.
My biggest win this week was Colston Loveland, 2 touchdowns. Thank you very much, Mr. Green.
Let's go.
Dude, all right. So I'm gonna give my props. I'm gonna give my slops props. Number one, with the exception of Jaden Daniels, good God, that was one of those disgusting things I've ever seen. The quarterback class last year balled the fuck out today. Yeah, Drake was shaky, but you look at all that, the type of wins, they're showing grit, they're showing determination. Love that quarterback class. Can we talk about the Panthers beating the Packers?
Oh man, I cannot wait.
God, dude.
And I see Dick Punchers in the
he's not
Packers super fan. No, he's in line to talk.
Oh, really?
I was gonna bring him on when we break down the Packers.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah.
Olan's also allowed to throw some missiles over the fence, you know.
I think I gained 30 pounds watching that game because anything that sweet just has to be fattening. I mean, that was just fucking awesome. I mean, they got just destroyed by a midget.
Oh man, I can.
The way that when the Packers lose, it is every time it's glorious. I guess that speaks to how good of a team they are, but it's so great.
It's like, oh man, we can do all this, and it's just the stupidest. Like, oh man. Okay. More slots. Fuck you, Parker Romo, you fucking piece of shit. No kicking motherfucker. That's why you were on the Bears for only 2 weeks and your last name was Romo. Because again, listen to Veason. I told Sean I had the money line, Panthers, Vikings, Falcons, but I live in Texas where we don't have gambling, so I have to use a stupid fucking bookie who doesn't have round robins. So the fucking $600 fucking dollars on a fucking kick. His name is Parker. You know that motherfucker had a rat tail in high school, drove a Camaro, and kept like a switchblade comb in his parking lot.
He does.
His pockets trying to look cool.
Parker Romo, and maybe that I should have worked that in my handicap with the Falcons, does have a pretty bad goatee. He looks. My first instinct was a magician. He definitely looks like a magician.
Fan of Justin Tucker.
Yeah, I mean,
he definitely made money from me disappear today. So
yes, he made 13K disappear from me because missing that extra point. And when we talk more about it, in a weird way, I think that missing that extra point and then having to play for that field goal, that was their chance to win, because I feel like if it just would have went to overtime, they wouldn't have won, but Falcons blew it. We'll get to that, but man, Parker Romo certainly didn't help with that missed extra point. That was fucking brutal.
Okay. Just to recap. So I did that. Mr. Olan and Mrs. Olan are coming to Vegas in April.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, first time. The way the tattoo league is going, I may be getting my tattoo as we go there. So I'll let you guys know about that. But other than that, fuck the Packers, fuck the Cowboys. Love you all. DJ Nation, hit your bongs. Let's go.
Love it.
Well done. Great call.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Take notes.
I swear to God, that's Bobcat Goldthway.
That's just some drunk guy. We gotta right. Thank you, Olan. Great call as always. And the Discord line is open. We're going to be taking calls as we work our way through here.
Are you talking about the drop?
Yeah.
The voice on the drop.
Yeah. It was some guy who loved, he hit us up, and maybe I can track down him and circle back, but he's like, I'm going to be at when they did the draft in Philadelphia. And he goes, I'll do some interviews. And but he just got really hammered, and it was a lot of the interviews are pretty incoherent, but he would just end after everything. He would just say,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
He's like kind of slurring his words. It's really great.
It is. Yeah, man. Those audio tapes were. I wonder if I possibly. I mean, I think it was an email correspondence with you, Sean. There's a chance you have those files
because he emailed the files. So yeah, I'll try and dig those up. Kramer, next game.
That could be a Patreon.
Oh, that does sound fun.
The 2019 draft files, or whatever year that was.
I think it might have been
2018. Wasn't it right after the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
Yes. Yep. San Francisco 49ers 34, New York Giants 24. I should have had this as one of my locks, but I didn't. But I did bet it and won nice chunk of change. This was this was a pretty easy game. The the 49ers were just going to run it down the Giants' throats, and there was nothing. Not much else to take away from this game.
It's a great highlight of Deonte Banks attempting to tackle Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
and It's like he's a child. It's like he's a child. So Deonte Banks needs to be traded or cut immediately. The defensive staff at this point, what's the point of keeping them around? And yeah.
Do you think are there going to be any big changes for the Giants? Third year in a row, Brian Daboll started 2-7.
I don't know what you're doing at this point. A lot of what I mean, even the play calling was suspect this week.
Yeah,
I thought there was. It was the same as it has been. So I guess if you're expecting different results, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
very conservative. There was no attempt at passing the ball down the field. It was a lot of just dink and dunk stuff to Tyrone Tracy, and it didn't seem like they were aggressive at all in the passing.
The biggest plays came when Jackson Dart created, and so I mean, at this point, just reset everything. You got Neighbors, you got Scadaboo coming back, you got Andrew Thomas. Figure out the rest. Bring back the defensive lineman. Fire everyone else.
Brian Daboll back.
Maybe as a quarterbacks coach, I don't know. He can be Jackson Dart's.
I don't think they'll do that. I think at this point we've almost and as former Joe Shane first round picks are cut or traded here as we approach the deadline. I think it's only just going to cement the idea that everyone's fired. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be Deonte Banks, Joe Shane first round pick. He's going to be getting cut or traded. Evan Neal, Joe Shane first round pick, going to be getting cut and or traded. Jalen Hyatt, third round pick, going to be getting cut and or traded. It's one of those things. Like you can act like they're gonna, Jackson Dart, he'll be fine with the next coach.
Would you still? No negative notes for Jackson Dart, or it's just he doesn't have anyone. No negative stuff.
I mean, they still scored 24 points. They're still the offense is still looking better than it has in the last. Go back 3 coaches if you want. I don't know what else you would say about It would be great if there's a receiver that could catch the ball down the field. I mean, he probably has another 80 yards and a touchdown if Darius Slayton and Theo Johnson catch those very catchable touchdown passes. I mean, I guess on some level you want him pushing the ball down the field more, but I'm assuming that these, the scrubs aren't. It's Wan'Dale Robinson's the only NFL receiver that's out there. So yeah, just got to reset.
There you go.
Yeah, I won a shitload of money today, and Jackson Dart's still awesome. I don't know what else he was supposed to do in this game.
Yeah, no, he took I would talk to Jackson Dart about not taking so many shots, like lowering your shoulder and initiating contact. You're not going to stay in the NFL.
I mean, it's just I love when people talk like this. That's just how he plays. Like, fuck off.
No, I mean, I'll fuck off, but that's not going to work.
Anyone, like that's. I mean, Jalen Hurts plays physical football. No one's saying watch out. It's fine.
Oh no, Jalen Hurts did some of that early on, and he learned and adjusted. Like Jalen Hurts does not go out of his way to get hit like Jackson Dart.
Sure, and I think his game right now is partially his physicality. I have no problem with him playing the way that he's playing.
All right. Giants.
It's football, Sean.
No,
it's football.
I agree. I'm just saying you're not going to last long in the league playing that
way.
Okay. No, I think you're going to get injured.
Yeah, I guess I'd rather guys play football.
Okay.
And so he's going to it's just a silly take.
Why is it silly? He should. I mean, if you want to,
he'll figure out how to slide a little bit. There's a play or two here and there, but we're making a big deal about
no one's making a big deal. I'm just saying
they are making a big deal.
Oh, who's who?
Plenty of people are saying like this is not like, oh, you got to watch out, play softer. He has slid a number of times, and there's times where he uses his physicality to send a message to the fucking defense. I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, is it working though?
I don't know. Again, the offense has scored more fucking points than they've had in a long time. He continues to set various rookie records about putting the ball in the end zone with his feet and his arm. Again, the defense has to play at some point. They didn't lose this game because of Jackson Dart.
New England Patriots 24, Atlanta Falcons 23. Falcons get the cover, do not get the win. Cost me a shit ton of money.
Falcons suck, Sean. You got to get off their wagon.
Why? They covered.
They did cover, but they fucking suck.
Yeah, I mean,
Michael Penix sucks.
Again, I said I didn't want
play calling sucks. Defense sucks.
It was weird because I thought the defense really had some moments. They created some turnovers.
Scored a touchdown, which I had as well.
I mean, I thought they did a pretty good job on Mac Jones. You want to say the defense sucks? I don't know. Who has played Mac Jones better than this Falcons team? Now, yeah, some of their play calling was bad. Michael Penix certainly missed some throws there. Bijan, man. And he got what 50 receiving yards or 40 receiving yards. He went over his over. Obviously the ladder was not intact, but they were lining him up as a receiver. Like he was open like 40 yards down the field and Michael Penix couldn't get him the ball. So I feel fine with losing that the ladder stuff on Bijan because man, that was there. And yeah, this was just frustrating because Atlanta did a good job of coming back. They did a good job of playing Drake May. Again, creating the turnovers on Drake May, forcing him to struggle. And Drake had some nice plays and some nice throws. But yeah, I don't know. This Atlanta team is going to be weird. I think for the most part, I'm going to be looking to play on them at home, not as much on the road. But this was a spot I thought they got up for.
9 catches for Drake London, 8 catches for Bijan, 4 for Kyle Pitts, 1 for Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
They clearly don't have an option, and because Pitts is, you can be a Pitts guy. Pitts isn't it. I mean, he's not dynamic. So you have 2 dynamic guys. One's a running back, and they can't figure out how to make it work. That's my read on the situation. Now they were on the road here. They haven't been a great road team, so I guess I'll give them some positive notes on.
Yeah,
that.
I mean they are just the
Patriots that good.
This to me is the Falcons are just like the perfect NFC South dome team. At home in a dome, they can maybe get out and play from in front, and that's their formula. But yeah, on the road, outdoors in New England, I think this was kind of their ceiling. Like that's just kind of the way this team is built.
Yeah, just watching them down the stretch, it was like every play was just a throw of the dice. Maybe it was going to be a crazy play by Drake London downfield, or maybe that was the only downfield option.
Yeah. I mean, the receivers made some nice catches on some not great Michael Penix balls, and yeah, Raheem Morris is not a guy. It never feels great because in those high leverage coaching situations where you got to have a play, except
you don't trust it.
No,
you don't trust it at all.
No.
And then the Patriots.
No.
You go look at their schedule and you're like, oh my god.
But they got a tough game at Tampa Bay coming up next week. That's going to be a big game. All right, we got a bunch of games coming up. Of course, shout out to mybookie.ag. Head over to mybookie. Hopefully, you played some of these winning plays over at mybookie.ag. Is on promo code SGPN. Score 100% bet back bonus up to $500. Terms and conditions apply. MyBookie.ag promo code SGPN. Great prices on a lot of stuff, including the first touchdown market and live in-game wagering. Easy deposit, easy withdrawal. Use that sweet cryptocurrency, lightning fast withdrawals. Love using MyBookie, and of course use that promo code SGPN. MyBookie.ag promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Novig available in a ton of states, 35 plus states. Use that promo code SGPN. Download the Novig app. Spend $5, get $50. Novig, a lot of good prices, even in the props market. I know they have like touchdowns, a bunch of the kicking props as well. The Fairbairn stuff hit. I'm sure everyone was loading up over on Fairbairn over on Novig, because when I tried to get, no one wanted to take the over. The under was the only one available. The exchange was flooded with Fairbairn. The apostrophe gang really
top of the ladder paid out, right? 5.
I don't know how high. I don't know off the top of my
4.5 is the highest they typically.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
I've seen. I haven't seen. I haven't dug in too deep, but highest I've seen is 4.5. So congrats to the apostrophe gang.
Stand up.
Who somehow I'm starting to get credit for. I think. Somehow.
Well, we do mention it's an autoplay every time, and of course use that promo code SGPN. Ryan, we did did nice work on the underdog entries as well. Promo code SGPN, and we didn't even talk about that. Randy and the Wolf of Oaklawn, and we both tailed them. We had the winner of the Preakness as well.
Well, not only that, I went out of my way to say I wasn't going to do the bullshit where I do a whole bunch of small little bets and trifectas, and I was just going to do a football size bet on Forever Young. Unfortunately, the odds came in a little bit from 5-1, 6-1, or 5-1 to plus 350. So if you did play it on a future, you made out nicely. But yeah, that was a nice way for the first bet account to get hydrated nicely.
Joining us on the line, Dilly Daggers. Always enjoy hearing from Dilly. We're talking Steelers, Colts. Steelers get the win 27-20. They obviously cover as 3-point dogs. We got to see the demise of Daniel Jones in real time.
The beginning of the demise.
The beginning of the demise. This was the Indianapolis Colts we were expecting to see, and it felt like a real bounce back for this Steelers team. They got embarrassed in the second half. Yeah. The Tomlin as a dog, Tomlin off a loss, Tomlin as a home dog at home after a loss. That all came through. Dilly, I see you calling in. What's happening, man?
Yeah, I was actually just about to bring up that Breeders' Cup. I did tap in on Forever Young at plus 350.
Hell yeah.
Was an electric win.
Yes, it was fun.
Got the trifecta too. So just wanted to shout out that Breeders' Cup podcast for everybody for future reference.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Dilly.
No, I mean that, and also it is fun to watch the Japanese win.
Yeah. Great celebration.
Very passionate about their horses.
Dilly, how'd you do today? You putting anyone in the locker? How'd we do bet wise?
Well, didn't do well. I think I did Kramer's 2 and your 2 player props both parlay 1 for 2. But really what I'm hitting at here is just obviously you got to put Jones in the locker. I mean, 5 turnovers. That's just unbelievable. But classic this week. I mean, seems like there was a lot of the week after spots, everyone was on Steelers last week as a home dog. Everyone's on the Vikings Thursday Night Football against the Chargers. Everyone had the Panthers last week at home versus the Bills. So just a classic. Should have just went with Tomlin as a home dog, but people were afraid. So
it is a little frustrating in hindsight. When we were in Vegas, Sean, the number was 3.5.
Oh man,
for the Steelers. I mean, it was scary. It was scary.
Well, yeah, because that second half Sunday night it looked so bad. But again,
as we watched it, it's like, man, I've seen this before. This is exactly what we should have been expecting. But first you take the first read away. Daniel Jones,
Dirt McGirt sums it up best in the chat. As soon as you want to bet on Danny Dimes, he fucks you in the ass. Yeah, I came close, Ryan. I almost pulled the trigger on Indy, and then much like the Close Your Eyes special, the Tomlin stuff. It's historical stuff. It's not going to hit every week, but if you stick to it, you're almost 60%, and you hang out in the long term. Because again, it is a week to week lead. We need these things we can hang on to. Dilly, it sounds like you're a Colts fan.
No, not really. Just heavy invested this week after losing on Steelers plus 3 this week, and just like you said, first time back in Daniel Jones this year, just like most of the public was, just to get let down. So I guess to hit at Kramer's point, is this the beginning of Daniel Jones' demise?
This is Kramer won some money. He's very excited, but the happiest Kramer was today was seeing Daniel Jones just fall apart. Maybe this gives Brian Dable some job security. Because fucking up 2 quarterbacks is really impressive.
It's not true. The happiest I was during one of the 2 defensive touchdowns. That was and the Falcons guy getting pulled down by his shirt and his undershirt.
And then the Bears getting overturned.
So here is the Daniel Jones schedule to answer that question. There, if they go to Germany and they play the Falcons in that pass rush,
9.
They come home and they play at Kansas City. They then have the Texans come to town. Then they play at Jacksonville. Then the Seahawks on the road. Then at home against the Niners, and then Jags, and then at Texans. I mean, they don't. That's there's not a defense there that I would consider to be trash.
It's where the rubber hits the road. And what did he started out that magical year in 2022? What was his record?
6-2.
6-2. And we had pointed out that he had gone on a similar run here starting out.
It was very similar. Saquon was having a good year. He was hitting his first reads. The offense was working. Even in that playoff game later in the same year, the offense worked against the regression Vikings led by Kirk Cousins, if you remember. Yeah. All-time check down to end a game.
That was great.
Check it down to Hawkinson, 8 yards short of the first down. I think I would imagine. I mean, Steichen is still calling, calling plays on an insane level, but the massive test over the next 3 weeks: Falcons, Chiefs, Texans. Those three. Defenses.
Falcons game in Germany is going to be pretty interesting. Dilly, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Till next time.
Let it ride.
Dilly sounds like he was enjoying something to calm him down a little bit.
Hey, whatever you got to do.
It's late night.
Yeah. All right, let's see. And I love Austin because my brain immediately went to the same place in the chat saying, "You're telling me Colts under 7.5 wins is still in play?"
Well, again, they play. They have 4 divisional games.
Played the Titans twice.
They already played the Titans, but they still they have not played the Texans or the Jags. So they have 4 divisional games there. The non-divisional games are Falcons in Germany, Chiefs in Kansas City, Seahawks in Seattle, and Niners at home. I mean, how many wins do they have? 7?
They have 6 right now.
6 or 7? I think they might have 7 already.
Oh, you're right.
I think there's a chance they could lose out. I think
they are 7-2.
I think there's a chance. Do they make the playoffs? I'm gonna when we get to Vegas on Friday, I'm gonna bet Colts miss playoffs.
Oh, that'll be a fun sweat.
Yeah. See what the
problem is. The rest of the AFC isn't that strong. All right, let's talk next game, Ryan. It was a part of our round robin money line parlay, and of course the big dogs. Carolina Panthers get the win outright, 16-13 as 13-point dogs in Lambeau. Part of a massive cash. Joining us on the line, and shout out to him. Didn't make the pregame show, but he's not going to shy away from the heat.
The Bucks were on bye, so he's on bye.
Mike Evans. Well, Mike Evans, he's got to figure out a different angle. He's not afraid to take the heat. Now maybe he's going to shove someone in the locker. I don't know. Dick Puncher, you're on the line. What's happening, man?
Oh boys. Oh my God. First off, thoughts and prayers, Mike Evans. I mean, we got to keep him in mind, everybody. Let me start off on a happy note. Okay. The happy note is before the season, I came on for the season preview for the Packers, and I gave out some Mike Evans props and whatnot. But the Packers prop that I was most happy to give out was Josh Jacobs over touchdowns for the season, over 9.5. That has already hit.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Yes. That's a bright spot. Now, everything else, what in the fuck happened in that game? Like, that was a great. This is what, people have been getting on Matt LaFleur recently for his play calling. Like, he's great at scheming guys open and stuff, but the choice of which plays to use when, people have been getting on him more and more this season. And I have not been. There have been times where I think he's been a little too run heavy, but this game, I mean, it was. There was a point where it was 3rd and 4, and we could have gone for it on 4th down. Like, it would have been, all right, if we get 2 yards, we could go for it on 4th. Instead, he does this fancy, all right, we're going to toss it backwards and then try and go. And we now have a 4th and 8, and then we're going for it on 4th and 8 when we're in field goal range. I don't know. There was a bunch of play calling that was absolutely ridiculous. But besides that, obviously special teams, I always come on here. I always complain about special teams because it's the fucking bane of my existence. Right? Again, we miss a field goal. I mean, he even hit one from further out, and then he comes a little closer, and McManus misses again. I don't know what the fuck to do. Do we go to Havrasek, who hit the 61-yarder in the game he filled in? I don't know. Also, we hit or we got charged with another freaking penalty on a kick return again, because it happens every single week. Again, we're paying Bisaccia the most in the league to be the special teams coordinator. But the thing that annoyed me the most about this game, the thing that it was not, Love did throw a bad interception. That was annoying, but I thought he was outside of that play. I thought he was solid. I thought a lot of the rest of the team let him down, honestly.
Ooh.
And all right, I
sound like Kramer over here.
Annoyed me more than what I'm about to say, which I'll get to in a second. But every single fucking play was to Dowdle. Every single, I was sitting there screaming at my television. My girlfriend's listening to me lose my mind, saying, they're gonna hand it to Dowdle. They're gonna give it to Dowdle. Just fucking stop him. Every time. And they did it every fucking time. And we couldn't stop it. It was absolutely, listen to this series of plays on one of their touchdown drives. Ready? Rico Dowdle up the right side. Bryce Young pass short to Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle up the middle. Bryce Young pass short to Sanders. Oh, there's an exception, right? Then they put in Hubbard for Dowdle. Hubbard up the middle. Then you've got an incomplete pass to Hubbard. Then you have Hubbard up the middle again. Then you have a pass interference penalty, and then Rico Dowdle touchdown. It's just running back every single play. Every single play. And we couldn't stop it. Like, I don't know what the fuck Hafley had us defending against, but it sure as fuck wasn't the running back position. I don't know what he was thinking, because it was so damn obvious that they were going to do this every single play. It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable that they just, we had, with like 3 minutes left in the first half, we'd had the ball like one time. It was ridiculous, because they just bled the whole clock dry. And then Savion Williams with the fumble at like the 10 or 15 yard line on our first drive, which was an immaculate drive. And then he just fumbles the ball. That was a killer. That was, oh my God. It's just, but the thing other than the fucking Rico Dowdle shit is Tucker Kraft going down. Like, that was my God, what a killer.
He was having such a good year, and you just, I don't know what else to say. You hate to see it. He was having an awesome year.
I think what you say is Luke Musgrave, anytime touchdown loaded.
Yeah, well, not against the Eagles next week, but in general, that's going to be an awesome opportunity for Luke Musgrave. And to your point, the Panthers went out of their way to announce Rico Dowdle the starter when, everyone knew Rico Dowdle's having an awesome year. Of course, he's going to get more carries than Chuba Hubbard.
There was a long conversation with the media about Rico Dowdle being the guy.
Yeah, and he deservedly so. 25 for 130, 2 touchdowns. Bryce Young looked terrified back there. I thought he'd be able to throw a little bit against them. Only 102 passing yards, but
and some of them were to running backs.
Yeah, and I think to your point, Love didn't get any support, but he did. He does do a lot of the YOLO ball type stuff, which worked against the Steelers. The shot he took and that ball he chucked up to Kraft ended up being a game changer. But then on the other side, you see it this week where it kind of, some of those balls he tossed up certainly hurt them.
Yeah, I'd say one of those in particular, like he threw 2 into like triple coverage, and one of them worked out. Christian Watson somehow came down with it, but the both of them I would have said would be ill advised. If he had just kept doing the dink and dunk stuff that they were giving to, and he was hitting those like every single time, it was very nice and easy. Whenever they did that, it was working, and I don't know why we kept trying to either run it up the middle or go for the long bomb when the dink and dunk was just getting us straight down the field every time.
I think there's a psychology when you're playing an inferior team at home where, maybe they're not aware of the spread, but they know we should be destroying this team. So even though it's like a 1-score game, even though it's close, they feel like, we got to start running this up. And there's this urgency to like press these deep shots and do all this other stuff. When to your point, Dick Puncher, like, hey, you just stay within the offense and slowly work your way down against this Panthers team. We saw, look what the Bills did against them. You're able to run on this Panthers team.
Packers now are like their performance in the look ahead spot. So the Micah Parsons, the Cowboys look ahead spot against the Browns, complete no show. And then this week you get the look ahead to the Eagles. Complete no show. Are the Panthers
I will
good?
Say though, in every game, Jordan Love has, at the end of the game, the last drive, put us into field goal range to do what he needed to do, and then our defense has, or our special teams has failed.
His floater shit is just. I mean, you were saying I was enjoying watching Daniel Jones get destroyed by the Steelers defense. I also enjoy when Jordan Love throws an interception. It is one of the things that makes me more excited than most when we're watching God's Eye. Red zone's on, flipping around. When we catch a Jordan Love interception before Scott's told us about it on the red zone,
Ryan does get excited.
Oh man,
I don't know what Ryan likes more, Daniel Jones. I think Ryan's excitement level. Daniel Jones interceptions number one. Jordan Love's two.
The Daniel Jones thing. It's more like I'm the old guy on the block sitting on his rocking chair. Like I told you, I'm trying to tell you.
You're very excited.
It's just more like this. It is good to see it with the TJ Watt and the Steelers defense invoking it. But no, the Jordan Love stuff. I think I probably equally enjoy.
He's only had very few though.
Yeah, it's true. But it seems like there should be so many more with the way he's just like, whoop. He did have that one throw to Golden that somehow Golden almost caught. Wasn't an interception, but
that was one of the ones I said I wouldn't have thrown that, like, because that was, he was at least double covered, if not triple.
The way that Golden shifted into a sixth gear there at the end was crazy.
Hey, thanks for calling in, Dick Puncher.
Sorry about your Packers.
Have a good one, boys.
Appreciate it.
Panthers are not a fun team to lose to. I mean, especially imagine causing the Meow Mix to come back.
Yeah, Meow Mix, of course, is that Panthers podcast which retired like 3 weeks ago.
Are they this? And now they're
back.
This feels like we're gonna inadvertently cause a very a large amount of hate mail. Listen, they're throw out the Bills game.
Yeah.
They're on a little bit of a heater, Sean.
Yes,
they've won 4. They're 4-1 since Meow Mix shut.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Shop. And shout out to Ryan O'Flanagan, who I said should have been the new host of the Meow Mix podcast, and also for the win total. This is huge. This win in Lambeau. When we walked through the win loss, there was definitely early on in the season where I'm like, oh man, I can't. Went over on this Panthers team. You see how tiny Bryce Young is. But now they're building on something here. They deserve some credit.
When they called that personal foul on him getting shoved out of bounds, when he was clearly in bounds. The way that he got shoved and just looked like a rag doll, just getting sent off the mat.
It looked, and they were fortunate to get that call because I think it was in bounds.
100% horrible call. But man. Was that it? I mean, how is he an NFL quarterback?
Too tiny.
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings get the win and the cover. They were 8.5 point dogs. Went outright 27-24 in Detroit. Big part of our money line round robin parlay. This was huge, and I thought JJ McCarthy played pretty good. Had some nice gumption. Again, Ryan, you want to talk about close hits? On the VSiN show, I gave out first touchdown. JJ McCarthy he doesn't get first, but he does.
He got there.
He does get into the end zone. I thought the Vikings did. I mean, Jared Goff sucks island. It's back. He did not look good. That to me was
a little surprising.
Considering how bad that Vikings defense looked 10 days ago against the Chargers on the road in a dome, similar spot.
Yeah,
this Vikings and. We mentioned it on the pregame show. All the stats about how good Goff is against Flores, how good Goff is against the blitz. Man, Jared Goff looked lost, and I think it seems like he was really. I know he didn't throw an interception, but just some bad passes. They couldn't get the running game going. David Montgomery 11 for 40. Jameer Gibbs 9 carries, 25 yards. Now,
that's the story.
Amon-Ra had a big game, 9 and 97, but like it never felt. I don't know. I never felt like their offense had some good flow. Had a couple fumbles.
Well, that's the story. When the running game doesn't work with the Lions, and I think
just didn't look focused. Like coming out of the bye, I was on the Vikings. We had them plus 8.5. They were part of the money line round robin. I was a little surprised at how much Minnesota was able to catch them sleeping there.
I thought I would imagine. If we Flores did a whole bunch of shit he's never done before. I think they really confused the offense. I think we're very well done by Brian Flores, and yeah, JJ. It was exactly what we described for the offensive game plan. You got to be able to utilize the advantages you have with Naylor and Addison and Jefferson and scheme it up, O'Connell. Earn the paycheck. So he earned the paycheck. And man, what a nice money line. Almost no sweater. Little sweater at the end.
But you felt pretty good about that Vikings team for the majority.
Well, because of the way they were beating them.
Yeah,
they were confused. They were stopping the run. They were confusing Jared Goff, and their offense was moving the ball. Aaron Jones got hurt again.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson, kind of a weird game. 6 catches, only 47 yards, and a touchdown.
That's fine because Naylor. There was plays to Naylor down the field. There were plays to Addison down the field. Hawkinson was getting involved. I think now. What's your takeaway going forward? Is this just like this was a weird spot? I'm not necessarily thinking the Vikings are going to get hot here.
I guess slight upgrade on the Vikings. Again, I maintain my overall take on the Vikings and JJ McCarthy. I thought this was his rookie year. I know I got an argument with people. I thought he could have played earlier, but I also thought waiting until he was 100% wasn't a bad idea. It was a soft benching.
14 of 25 for 143, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Yeah, and so
not horrible, but nothing electric.
As I've been told a million times discussing Jalen Hurts, wins are not a quarterback stat. So if you just look at his quarterback, I thought he played I thought he played a pretty good game. There were still, I think, a number of plays where he looked a bit confused as to
he's got to be careful throwing the ball in the middle of the field.
There were a couple throws. There's some confusion, but again, to go on the road and get that win in Detroit, hats off to him. That was a nice win.
Yeah, it's a win.
I thought he
divisional win.
Yeah, that's not an easy place to go in and get a win. He did it.
Lions definitely were sleeping a little bit, but I think a lot of it was just, to me, the biggest thing was Jared Goff was just off. Like there were throws available that he couldn't get going. Yeah, the run game not working.
That's also true. They did a good job.
They bottled up the run game, and that's gonna. I guess that's how you stop the Lions. Denver Broncos 18, Houston Texans 15. Denver gets the win and the cover here. The big story, of course, CJ Stroud got lit up, knocked out of the game. Ryan was complaining. Oh, had I known, I was betting against CJ Stroud, not Davis Mills. True, I did.
But you were using that as an excuse early on.
Yeah, I stand by it. Davis Mills looked better. He was hitting his back foot, firing that fucking pigskin in there.
No.
He looked better.
I said when we did this game, if you recall. Now I was on the Texans. Kramer was on the Broncos.
I said wrong team favored.
I said the 1.5 point spread. You're really bold take there.
Yeah.
I said this is going to be a Kari Farbarn legacy game.
Oh.
It was. And I said, I don't think there's going to be a lot of touchdowns in this game. There weren't. And I thought, I did not predict CJ Stroud getting knocked out of the game. I would have liked to see how that plays out, but I thought Bo Nix was going to struggle against a very good defense. He did. But again, shout out to the Broncos for getting this win. It's helps me and my all my Broncos futures. The AFC West bet took a nice run here with them winning, and with the Chargers didn't lose. I mean, they may as well lost, but and the Chiefs losing. That's a nice result for the Broncos winning the AFC West.
What do you think the updated odds are? Have you looked?
No, I haven't. I would say, let's see, I probably think the Chiefs are favored.
Plus 125, Broncos plus 135, Chargers plus 380,
okay.
Raiders 300 to 1.
Oh man, that game was fucking hilarious. All right, next up we got the Chargers 27, Titans 20. I mean, this game was a blowout, but the Titans got a pick 6 to start the game, and then they had a punt return for a touchdown.
Chargers didn't give up an offensive touchdown.
I mean, again, if you told me the Chargers gave up no offensive touchdowns, I would have bet way more on this game than I did.
I'll one up you. If Chargers give up no offensive touchdowns, and Decker is celebrating first game over.
Yes,
in the studio.
Bronco
love Harbaugh. First game done by a mile.
And Decker, rarely does he say anything critical of Justin Herbert. He likes to protect his guy, but he said, he's dating this Madison Beer.
Oh, he doesn't like Madison.
He goes, he's been a little more reckless with the ball since he started dating her, and he does. He turns it over.
He doesn't like her look. It's not right for him. It's like Decker's a mother figure.
Yeah, he wants the best for his little guy.
I don't like her. She's trouble.
Yeah, he was the leading rusher for the Chargers and for the game. Man, that would have been paid. That would have paid nice. He broke off one really long run, 9 of 57, 1 touchdown.
Anytime a quarterback is the leading rusher,
I'm always kicking myself. Arondé Gadsden continues to eat 5 of 68. It really wasn't that interesting of a game, and considering they gave up a kick return for a touchdown and a defensive touchdown, they had a really good chance to cover this 9.5. Didn't get it done. Jacksonville Jaguars. Speaking of not getting it done, they get the win, but they do not get the cover. They win 30-29. This game goes to overtime. Jags drive down, get the touchdown.
But hold on, before that, they take the ball, which the crew announcing, and I'm trying to think if I was in the radio at this point. I think I was. The radio crew was trying to. Oh no, I was watching on TV. I had the YouTube going in the car. They were trying to explain it, like okay, like as it was transpiring, they were like, well, maybe they realized they had gassed them and they were just going to be able to run the ball down their throat.
Yeah,
because otherwise, why the fuck would you take the ball first?
Yeah, I mean, either way, you're guaranteed a possession.
You're also more likely to get better field position starting on defense. I mean, just in general, right? The idea of a drive stalling right away.
Yeah. Again, the rule hasn't been around long enough to see it play out, and I don't know. Is there a consensus like which one is 100% better? I mean, obviously in college, you definitely want to know, but considering the NFL, you're going to get a chance either way. Going second allows you to know, hey, what do you have to beat here?
Yeah, I think it's a huge advantage to go.
But
second.
I think in game now to get it to overtime was crazy. I mean, and then the Jags drive down. They get stopped on, or they're at 4th and 1. They get in, they're celebrating. And then on the other side, then the Raiders just drive down the entire way.
You laughed at me when I said there's going to be multiple scores left in this game.
You said there's a lot of time left.
A lot of time left. Both
left.
Teams are going to need to score, is what I said. And I mean, fourth quarter had 31 points. Overtime had 13 points. Pretty remarkable, and not quite Bears Bengals.
Yeah, if you miss it, Raiders get the touchdown. They're down 1, they go for 2, and then Geno Smith gets his pass knocked down.
Which good for the Jags futures, division bets, things like that.
I guess bad for them because they kind of got exposed as being a bad team here.
I would say that something happened in this game with their defense, and Brock Bowers just started being wide the fuck open.
Yeah, and their offense looked pretty rough for a big portion of the game. Play calling was not impressive. All right. I think the Jags are pretty bad.
What do you think the Jags? What do you think the odds in the AFC South are? Colts minus 240.
Okay.
Jags plus 230.
Oh, really?
Texans 17-1.
I'm gonna look at the end. Well, because they just lost, so I would have to do some math on the Texans' path.
Texans have 3 wins.
Yeah, so what are they?
They're 2 games behind the Jags, 4 games behind the Colts.
3.5 against the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this Jags team's not good. They're fortunate to be 5-3. I think this was a tough non-cover for them. Like if you're a good team, you got to have a better showing than this.
Yeah. Yes.
And going back to the Chargers game, we forgot to mention the juice in the chat reminded us Joe Alt went down for the Chargers again.
Bummer.
Sounds like he re-aggravated his high ankle sprain, so he's going to be in trouble. Not going to be seeing the field there in a while. Next up, we got the Rams 34-10 over the Saints. Rams easily cover.
Smash! Beautiful.
No, I mean nothing to report. Just nothing.
That's a survivor pick right there, Sean.
Yeah, that was our survivor pick.
Oh, that's the perfect survivor experience.
No sweat.
Like a little bit of chaos elsewhere, and you get to your game, and you're like, perfect. Like this is exactly how it's supposed to go. What was your take on Tyler Shuck?
Not good. I mean,
like Spencer Rattler gave this team a little bit more action. Yeah, I mean, I understand Spencer Rattler not good. So I understand why Shuck's playing. But my theory about some of the vets will grow tired of playing a quarterback that's not the best quarterback.
I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, they didn't look good.
No.
They didn't show fight like they showed with Spencer Rattler at times.
Well, also they're playing a much better team.
That's also fair.
Spencer Rattler also went into Seattle and similar result.
That's true.
They got destroyed.
That's true.
And the Rams coming off a bye, not looking ahead to San Francisco.
Shocking.
Buffalo 28-21 Chiefs. Chiefs do not get the win. They do not get the cover. Bills got it done there as the home dog. This was a fun game to watch. Kansas City had a bunch of big plays. To me, the difference in the game was, I think it was
James Cook.
James Cook had a good game. Yeah, and I thought the Chiefs got down a little early and they got away from the running game. As someone who's, it happened all the time back in the day with the Eagles and Brian Westbrook and McNabb, and they would just never get back to that running game, and they would have success in the passing game, but becoming so one-dimensional really killed them. And I thought Ed Oliver not being out there, the other defensive tackle, that they really had an option and an advantage to being able to pound the rock. And when they did run the ball, they had success. I would say not getting in the end zone. They had that deep pass to, I think it was Hollywood Brown, and then he got tackled almost going in, and then they got stuffed 3 times and settled for the field goal, which kind of crazy that they didn't go for it on 4th and 1 going into the half, considering how aggressive they were. Oh, they went for it on like 4th and 17 with like a ton of time left later on in the game. I would have liked to see them go for it there, but overall, I thought the Bills played a pretty good game. Joey Bosa got some pressure. Chiefs dealt with some O-line injuries that certainly didn't help, but I think they just became very obvious that they were just going to sit back there, and the Mahomes magic worked for a decent amount of it. But when you're passing, what he threw 34 times, and they did a good job, held him to his lowest completion percentage all time of his career. So again, I guess it's nothing new. They win in the regular season.
Yeah,
then
we got cute.
And then in the postseason, Chiefs get their revenge.
I thought to your point, Andy Reid, they should have just kept running the ball.
Yeah,
they got in their own head.
They got away from it. And then, and probably surprisingly, Mahomes didn't run at all, or like barely ran at all. One rush attempt
that one time.
Yeah, and that's a really good weapon for them. I don't know why they didn't get that going more.
It's almost like he didn't want to win this game.
Maybe next level, but the Chiefs are 5-4. They can't mess around. I mean, if there's any team that could win on the road in the playoffs, it is them. But they're not going to have many home games right now, Ryan.
Well, it's another situation where they
do play the Broncos twice.
They play the Broncos next, coming off their bye.
Yeah.
And then they'll get the Colts, Cowboys, Texans, Chargers. So they still play the Titans. They play the Broncos twice. They still have a Raiders game.
It's not easy though.
No, but they're
5-4.
Are you right now at plus? They're plus 120.
You did put a calendar reminder on our thing to bet the Chiefs to win the AFC. That just went off
right now.
Well, earlier in the day.
Interesting. When did I create it? Was it from a couple weeks ago?
I don't know. You'll have to look at it. I think it might have. Let's see if I can find it.
I'll pull it up. Let's see here.
Bet KC to win AFC was plus 420 from KC preview. So I think you made a note from the Kansas City preview
this
episode
would be a low point.
that this would be
after
the time
they
to bet
lose.
them. But
let's see.
I don't know if this was their low point. Earlier on, they might have been lower.
Definitely. But the premise was they're going to lose the Bills. Everyone's going to reset their thoughts. All right. So conference odds, they're plus 290. So it was 420 preseason.
Woo! It's smoking my weed.
Thesis was wrong.
Yeah, that would be, which is funny because at 5-4, you think you'd be getting a better price, but they've looked so good.
Plus 290. They're tied with the Bills to win the conference. Plus 290. Third favorite is the Colts plus 550. No one's betting that.
No. Last game of the slate. Another not that interesting of a game. Seattle just put it on them. Kramer, you locked it up. Not a problem.
So easy.
We were both on Seattle laying the 3 in Washington. They win and cover 38-14. We did not get our. I didn't get a. Oh man, how did JSN not get in the end zone? And we were going back and forth on the show. I go, well, the yardage is really high. Kramer's like, oh,
like
maybe
100 yards.
Yeah,
right?
you should just take the touchdown. That's plus 105. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then you go, well, but he could get that yardage in the first half, and of course he did. He had 119 receiving yards in the first half.
Well, yeah, that was the worst case scenario because we also took targets on the underdog.
Yeah,
entry.
and that only got to 9.
He had 8 catches.
He had 8 for 129.
And what do we need? 9. We had 9.5 targets. We needed over.
Yeah, and he had 9 targets, but we didn't.
Silly.
It would in that entry. We also had, I think, the Mahomes rush attempt. So
yeah, correct.
That wouldn't have hit either way, but we did hit our other 2, so that was nice. And yeah, I mean, again, Darnold on the road, and this. I mean, he 330, 4 touchdowns. He did have 1 interception, but he 21 of 24, and then
first incomplete pass in the third quarter.
Yeah,
had a great game.
He did. He smashed, and yeah,
it will be the playoffs again, right?
What?
Like when we really see Darnold.
I mean, again, he lit it up in the regular season last year. We'll see. I do think the Seattle defense is pretty good, and the skill players, they have like a good mix of guys. Like JSN's good. The tight end combo's good. You get
JSN's really good.
Arroyo got in the end zone. That was like a thorn in their side because they kept trying to get him going. Barner's good.
Oh, so close.
Barner does those. And Barner's so good for the anytime because they also use him on the quarterback sneaks. And then Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet is a good combo. The defense has some really good moments.
Seattle is Rams plus 145, Seattle plus 150, Niners plus 280. If you're sitting on, what was it when we were discussing buying the Seahawks
7-1? Yeah,
7-1.
I'm kicking myself. Although the division is super competitive, minus the Cardinals.
Who would you take right now?
I would still take the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, price dependent. Maybe
Puka got hurt again now.
I don't think it's super serious, but stay tuned to that one. I think he got like maybe bruised ribs or the wind knocked out of him. It was like a chest injury that he landed on the ball weird.
He'll still be fine. Puka's tough.
It didn't seem super serious. Now don't quote me on that, but eye test it seemed like he'll be back. But yeah, huge win for the Seahawks there. Nice and yeah. All right, let's get to some Monday night props. Of course, if you're looking to get down on some props, hey, why aren't you using the Rhythm app, baby? Download the Rhythm app today. They get you covered sides, totals, picks, props, and of course, use our promo code SGPN25. Get you 25% off. The college basketball predictions are live over on Rhythm. Super fun over there. But let's see what they got going in the old National Football League.
College basketball is back.
Oh yes, and check out college basketball. Not only we did our first college basketball show with Colby, but the college basketball experience is back. This is let's see. Okay. Oh, this is one I was considering. Did not fire on it, but Rhythm likes it, and this is plus money. Jake Ferguson under 4.5 receptions at plus 124. Now you can build your own models, or you can just tail Rhythm. Very fun in there, and of course you can track your plays for a chance to win $1,000 college or pros. Use our promo code SGPN25 and download the Rhythm app today. Kramer, what is your first prop for Monday Night Football?
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, and I forgot to.
No.
Let's see if he's around. I saw this IC 999. You're on the Sports Gambling Podcast here.
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, sorry, I saw your request and I lost.
No sweat, man. No worries. I was actually on the draft. You remember Ian? I was the Saints fan.
Oh yes, nice. Ian. What's happening?
I got a different Discord. Doing great, guys. First of all, congrats. I saw that 2-touchdown Colston Loveland.
Thank you.
Hit. Couple things I want to go over. So my Saints,
Oh no.
I know, yeah, kind of a game not really worth noting, but a couple people, that locker couldn't be bigger after this. Kool-Aid McKinstry, seriously, he'll be in the CFL in 2 years. You can bookmark it now. He's the best cornerback in the league. It's honestly sad to watch him try to cover guys like Devontae Adams. It's just such like a disparity. You know what I mean? Between like the receiver talent and then his. Juwan Johnson, don't even get on the plane. I don't know what he does.
Well, and Kool-Aid McKinstry.
By the way, I'll take Kool-Aid if you want to get rid of him.
I go.
You can have. You already took a Debo, so take him. You can have.
I was saying like, oh, I remember when the draft happened. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kool-Aid's the guy to take over Quinyon. Thankfully, Howie made the right choice there. Sorry to interject, but that was like a discussion. It was like Quinyon or Kool-Aid McKinstry.
No, I mean, yeah, and he was fantastic at Alabama, but he, anyone that comes to the Saints just turns into a nightmare. Couple other guys, Cesar Ruiz, one of our guards. I mean, I think he's PFF graded the worst guard in the NFL. It's just there's so much going wrong on the Saints. It's like kind of hard to know where to begin.
Yeah,
but it's at least right now we have the first overall pick, and I am from Pittsburgh, so it'll be here, which will be pretty cool.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so I'm hoping, Titans, we play the Titans and Jets. So we'll, we're playing for the toilet bowl right now. We'll see. By the way, I was at the Steelers Colts game. Ryan, it is like kind of still near Halloween time. Of course, that's when Daniel Jones decides to turn into a pumpkin. So, Daniel Jones must be a festive guy. So anyways, in terms of bets, getting back to it, I got some big lockers as well. Rome Odunze. 47 points scored, 0 catches.
That's insane.
You can't make this. You can't make it up. I don't get it.
How does that happen?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, how does that? How does he not accidentally get a catch?
It's utterly insane. And my buddy who has him in fantasy, he's just dejected. Right? He doesn't want to talk. He's just done. I don't get it. 47 points. Rome Odunze, your number one receiver. It's just was very odd to me. Trey Tucker, I had a 70-1 jag-off parlay, Kramer. So got
very nice.
Jags. I had Tootin in there, so I had some of your plays in there. Trevor Lawrence rushing yards. Trey Tucker, I would never bet on him again.
No,
he had 38 receiving yards. Okay, and remember in OT, he gets for that like drag route and drops it. I'm like,
tough.
You got it. It was so tough, and then he drops the touchdown. So it's like at that point, I was like, "Man, fuck off, Raiders, just lose." Like I was just totally. So, anyways, that's it for me, guys. But great hits from you guys all around the board. Let it ride, man.
Appreciate it, Ian. Thanks for calling in, man. Absolutely it ride. All right, Kramer. Let's talk a little picks, props, first TDs. Let's get after it.
All right,
first prop.
Jacoby Brissett. Over 22.5 completions.
Okay.
He's done this in the 2 games he's started.
Yes.
He's playing the Cowboys.
Yes.
It's likely he'll have to have a similar amount of attempts and or completions. You could probably play the attempts too if you like it that way. I'll take the completions. I think they're going to have some success. So that feels like the more optimistic approach.
I'm going to give out
over 22.5 completions.
I'll give out Jacoby Brissett passing touchdowns ladder. Little mini ladder. 2 TDs is -140. That's a little. I usually don't give out props that are -140. So split that up and throw in 3 TDs at +261. Again, this
I like that.
The Cowboys offense defense just lets up passing touchdowns. It's Bo Nix threw for 4 touchdowns. Jacoby Brissett throwing for 3 touchdowns. Very realistic. The yardage thing. I was going to look to that, but I kind of like the touchdowns better, honestly. So, give me 2 TDs and 3 TDs. There's going to be a lot of TDs for the Arizona Cardinals. If you like TDs, this is the game. Cowboys lead the league with 20. Now, this is obviously going into the weekend. 20 touchdowns allowed in the passing game. So, stay hot, Kings.
So I am also going to give out a prop that can tie into a mini ladder. Be creative.
Okay.
I don't want to chain people down here, but what if I told you there is a bet you can get right now for +420 at the Blue Book that has happened the last 2 weeks? Zay Jones to have 50+ receiving yards. You could go to 60, which is +650 because he's done that the last 2 weeks. But I'm just going to say Zay Jones 50 receiving yards is +420. That's the bet. Feel free to ladder if you wanted to know. 90 yards is 15-1. His usage and his downfield, like he is just part of the equation when Brissett's playing. So
100%.
The fact that you can get a plus 420 on 50 yards, yes, please. Probably will put. Yeah, maybe I'll use that for my Degen parlay.
Love it. I also think Marvin Harrison's gonna have a big game. Give me Marvin Harrison over 58.5 passing yards.
Novig has 57.5 right
okay,
now.
I'll give myself 57.5.
I'm also on that.
He was visibly excited in his locker when the Jacoby Brissett was announced. And yeah, I mean, again, going back to the Cowboys passing defense, second most receiving yards allowed to the receivers. Do you know who the number 1 team is, Ryan? The New York Giants.
Really?
Going into this week. So yes, Marvin Harrison should have a huge game. All it takes is a couple of these deep shots. So Marvin Harrison over 57.5 passing yards.
Impressive. Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson had 150 yards each on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Do we smash? You know what? I am playing the yardage prop for Marvin Harrison. But I also like the so they have I feel like every week now I pop it open when I'm scrolling around the props, but they have the game receiving props. So like who's going to have the most? Oh, they take it. Oh, here we go. Who's going to have the most yards for the game? Now, Marvin Harrison, Sean, plus 450 have the most yards in the game.
Okay.
Which is pretty nice because that's better than his alt number to get to 100 yards. I mean, which let's assume 100 yards is around where you need to get. 100 yards is plus 360. So you get plus 450 on most yards. I kind of like that angle.
Yeah.
But another way, if you were playing the Zay Jones angle, because Zay Jones gets 90 yards is 15-1, Sean. Zay Jones to have the most yards is 40-1. Maybe I'll use that in my DJ.
Ooh, okay.
But I'll throw the anytime touchdown in just to be different than you for Marvin Harrison.
Okay, what's his price?
Plus 135.
Yeah, it's a good price.
There were some additional assistant coaches that had media availability this week that all seemed to point to. It also does seem like Marvin. Now I don't want to say anything negative because we all know Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, don't fuck with his. But to fuck with the Harrisons.
It does seem like there is a little bit more emotion than usual with Marvin Harrison on this team.
Yeah,
and they need to like. It was almost as though we really could use him getting going. Maybe get him going early in the game. So I would also, if you're a first quarter prop better, I would maybe look to the Marvin Harrison first quarter overs as well.
Those are scary.
I know they are,
because it's like.
But when I hear that, it's just like scripted plays. They're just going to feed Marvin Harrison.
Maybe first half, just because it's annoying. If well, I'm just saying. If,
they run like a long ass drive.
If the team you're betting on an over for doesn't get the ball to start the quarter, you're really boxed into a corner.
I agree.
It's always good to take a couple unders when you're playing the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb under 83.5 receiving yards. The Cardinals pass defense is pretty solid. 12th in DVOA. 12th against the number 1 receiver. 83.5 is just really, really high. And I think Pickens is still a pretty big part of this offense. His number is 63. I think Pickens can go over, but CD, I think it's just way too high. So give me the under on CeeDee Lamb, 83.5 passing yards. Way too high, Kramer.
You won't get any argument from me.
Yeah. I mean, like last week, 7-74. 83.5 is just a comically high number. Now his 3 other games, he smashed this, but I think the Cardinals defense is pretty solid in the passing game.
Not to say anything nice about a Cowboy, but I do think also the emergence of Pickens being a very reliable downfield target, that's certainly going to take away a little bit from CD. CDs.
Anthony Bowen saying, "What are you talking about? CD is Dak still number 1." Yeah, I just think 83.5 is a little rich for my blood. Kramer, what's your third prop?
I think I've given out 3 props.
Okay,
because Marvin Harrison to score a touchdown plus 135. Zay Jones 50 receiving yards plus 420, and the Brissett completions.
Well, then let's head over to Underdog Fantasy. Put together a nice little pick'em entry using our promo code SGPN.
What do we both like here?
I mean,
Marvin Harris, Zay Jones, Marvin Harrison.
I like Zay Jones receiving yards is 18.5, right? Feels way too low.
I mean, yeah, I'm playing an alt number for sure.
Yeah, let's add the higher there on Zay Jones, and then on the Cowboys side, what's the most fun lower to take for the Cowboys? Or maybe it's a Rain Prescott to throw an INT. His passing yards are really high, 271.5.
Yeah, that's because their defense is so bad. Let's see. Yeah, we would want to do something like a turnover or an under.
Lower.
A lower. I think
again, I like the CD lower. I like Dak to throw an INT. That's fine. I mean, 271.5 is really high.
You want to take the yards lower?
Let me see if anything's jumping out on rhythm for.
I would. So I was diving into some stuff. I would say that I don't think that Turpin is going to get a ton of usage. Okay. Now this could be totally.
Now rhythm does have him at 267.5. So you don't think Turpin's his number?
What does rhythm think about Turpin? They project him to have any catches.
Let's see.
I was trolling around reading stuff, and I wonder if he's going to be how involved he's going to be. And let me pull up the usage numbers from last week. I like winning these underdog entries.
It is fun to win.
It's definitely more fun to win.
Turpin, they have rhythm has him under 1.5 receptions. So maybe we go lower 1.5 receptions.
That was exactly what my angle was. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna.
And that's a little spicy too.
He strikes me as a guy that people know about because of the kick returns.
Yeah.
Let's see what his. I wanted to pull up his route participation. Oh, okay. This is very exotic podcast. All right, so let's okay. So he was. He ran a route on 43%. He was the fifth. He ran the fifth most routes on the team.
Okay,
so I like that.
All right, so Zay Jones higher 18.5 receiving yards. Kevontae Turpin lower 1.5 catches. $100 entry returns you $317 over an Underdog Fantasy using that promo code SGPN. All right, Kramer, close it out with let's see. We got some first TDs and a DGen only bet. What are you doing for your first TDs, Ryan?
First touchdowns. Well, are you playing any Cowboys? I assume you're not, right?
Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Arizona defense 40-1. Greg Dortch 40-1. Zay Jones 30-1. Marvin Harrison 10-1.
I'm only playing 2. Jacoby Brissett 30-1. Zay Jones 30-1. Yeah. Let's go. Smash it.
Smash.
My DGen only play.
You know I'm a degenerate.
Here we go, Ryan.
I'm listening.
Cardinals -13.5.
What?
Marvin Harrison 80 receiving yards, and Jacoby Brissett gets in the end zone. He's a QB sneak specialist. Don't forget that.
Well, what's that pay?
95-1.
Oh my God.
Fun little sprinkle there. Kramer, what are you doing for your DGen only play?
I'm just gonna do the what if Zay Jones has a day. 2 touchdowns.
Okay. What's his 2 touchdown price?
55-1.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I'm going to play it by itself, obviously, but I'm also going to put it together with. So if you do it with Zay Jones to have the most yards in the game, it's 260-1. But I'm just going to put it together with the 50. If I add the 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I probably should correlate this to the game, but I'm not going to. 50 yards, 2 touchdowns pays a very juicy 87-1.
What about Zay Jones 2 touchdowns? Cardinals -6.5.
Hold on, let me. I can price that out.
Now you're probably not getting the best price because anytime you correlate the books reduce the true odds of the price.
So what do you like more? Zay Jones 2 touchdowns 55-1 or most receiving yards in the game 40-1?
I kind of like the two
touchdowns,
but I don't know.
No, I like the 2 touchdowns, and I'm putting it with the 50 yards. All right, so Zay Jones with
an alt Cardinals number.
How high do you want to go?
6.5.
They have the alt lines up yet? I don't see them.
All right. They have them in the. What parlay machine are you using over there, Ryan?
I'm over on the blue book right now.
Oh yeah, that's there.
Okay.
I just gave it out. That's where I got it from.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Oh, do you have the price or you?
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't see game alts for whatever reason.
Oh, maybe they took them off.
See everything else.
All right, good times as always. Of course, a reminder: college basketball is back. Check out our college basketball picks episode, Monday and Tuesday picks. A little bonus action there. Shout out to Hard T on Spotify leaving this comment. Thank goodness we rolled the clocks back. Won't hurt so bad to wake up for that must-see Winthrop action. Yeah, Winthrop tipping off here in 7 hours, right?
I was gonna say it's like 5 a.m. right?
5 a.m. our time.
All right, I got the 23.5 is the biggest alt number. You want me to use that?
No, 6.5.
6.5.
Still 6.5.
130 to 1.
Now we're talking. And of course, yeah. What else?
I'm gonna
appreciate
play that as well.
Everyone tuning in. Of course, love leaving the questions and comments over on Spotify, answering them all over there. And while you're there, toss us 5 stars. Always appreciate it. Tell a buddy. Grow Degen Army. We're always recruiting more people, having a lot of fun. All the picks, the props, it's all free. SportsGamblingPodcast.com. Download the app. You get all the picks, the props. It's all for free. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night, Thursday night football props after Monday night action. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
What a great week.
Kramer, let it ride.